Goodnight Pixies, it's me, Pineapple Pixie here. Tonight we will be reviewing Lancôme foundation. I got this new foundation called Tint Idol Ultra Wear, and then I also got the foundation base. I'm sorry, it has like watermarks on the box. And then I also have a concealer and a eye base right there. So I will include a little clip of everything that I have on the table. Oh, I also have a Juicy Tubes in the shade Magic Spell and a blush called Everyday Coral. Let's see if I can get it open. Yep. And then I have a lipstick. It's not really meant to be worn as like a traditional lipstick. I think it's meant to enhance the color of your natural lips or to erase some color from your natural lips. Like my top lip is obviously much darker than my bottom lip. My bottom lip is kind of an ombre between a pinkish color and then the brown color like my skin, and the top lip is completely brown. So we will try this and see if it works. I've had these products sitting and I haven't used them yet, so I figured why not give it a go. I've always wanted to use this, especially after seeing Lupita Nyong'o wear it a few years ago when it first launched. She wore it and her skin looked immaculate, so I want to try it now. I do not have any powders by Lancôme, but of course I do have Fenty Pro Filter powder in Nutmeg. And then on a trip that I was recently on, I got Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Instant Retouch Setting Powder in the shade Honey, and I actually haven't unboxed it yet, so I'm gonna unbox it for you and everything. Actually I did. I unboxed this on vacation, sorry about that, but we'll try and use it today. Then on my eyes, we will be using my favorite beauty guru in the whole world, Jackie Aina's palette on my eyes. I'm not gonna go ham on the eyes. I'm just gonna do a little swipe of color just to test out the eye base and see how it works. And then for my brows, I don't use actual brow products. I just use an eyeshadow, a brown eyeshadow. And my favorite one right now is the MAC Handwritten Matte Eyeshadow. I've abused this. I'm sorry for the way it looks. The clear top actually, I guess, caved in, and that happened to both of my single shadows. I don't know if that ever happened to you, but it happened to me. I tried to keep pushing it back in, but it just falls out, and it's honestly very frustrating. But this one that I used usually under my brow is MAC Arena. But first, let's talk about the packaging. I love the packaging. I love the silver color. I'll unbox it for you. Yes, so this is the foundation. It's called Base de Maquillage, so it means makeup base. And the glass bottle is frosted and it's meant for all skin types. And I think that this bottle is really beautiful. Of course, it's Lancôme, so it's high-end, and they really do put a lot of work and effort into their packaging. I love this. And then it has a rose on the top, the Lancôme rose. Beautiful. Next, we have the Tint Idol Ultra Wear. I already told you that before. And it has broad spectrum sunscreen in SPF 15, and it's supposed to be up to 24-hour wear. And it's supposed to be comfort and transfer resistant, meant for all types. And it's about a full coverage foundation. I got the shade 470C Suede. I bought it online from their website. I'm not sure if it actually matches, because I didn't go into Sephora or anything to buy it. Like I said, I bought it online, so I'm just gonna hope for the best. And that's what it looks like. It has a gold rose on top, and yeah, I did squeeze out like a little bit just to see, but I'm not certain it really matches. So if it doesn't, hopefully the powder will fix whatever's going on there. And that's what the concealer looks like. It doesn't have a rose on the top, but it has the printed rose on the side. And this one is in the shade 03 Nude, and then this other one is in the shade 435 Suede. And the reason that I got these light colors is just because I want to remove some of that darkness that you see around my eyelids. I have raccoon eyes, and then I also want to brighten my under eye area. So, okay, let's get going. Okay, so we're going to start with the primer. Oh, I twisted off, silly. Okay, so it's just a pull off top, not twist, and then a pump, which I like. I love when things have pumps. A jelly, not jelly. It's not exactly a jelly-like, but it's thick, it's sticky, but still smooth. Like you can see the texture. I don't know how to describe this properly. It's not exactly the most viscous thing I've ever felt, but it's like a gel. Let's put it like that. It's like a gel. It doesn't really have a smell, but it feels light. It feels very lightweight, and it's going into the skin readily. And I can already tell that this is going to be a good base because my finger is gliding across my skin effortlessly. So I'm just going to set up with 2 pumps because it's easier to start off with just a little bit of product and then build up to whatever coverage you would like. I like sheer coverage because I like my skin to kind of show through, and I've actually been working on getting that luxury, soft, high-end look, sort of like the looks that you see from Lancôme, Chanel, Dior. Those kind of looks is what I'm going for. And I am using this MAC brush. I have had this for so long that I do not, like, there's no writing on it anymore. Of course, there's like an indent. All the MAC brushes have that, so let's see what number is on here. 130, MAC 130 brush. And I like to stipple all around my face, under my chin, and down to my neck. Now, if you look at it, it looks a lot lighter than my skin actually, but we'll see if it oxidizes and it gets darker over time, and if it can blend into my skin more. And this foundation, it is not drying right away, like it's not drying on the spot. That's what happens with my Fenty foundation. You have to work with it so fast because it dries ASAP. But this is drying down nicely, and it does feel really lightweight. So yes, this is too light for my skin tone. Now the picture that they had up of the model, she looked about my skin tone. You can look online and see. But so far it's looking a little light for me. But I can definitely make it work. Oh, okay. So in the ring light, it actually looks lighter than here from this angle. I think maybe we should go into a bit, build it bigger, not bigger, put on more foundation. Let's do it kind of heavy, more heavy than I usually go. Those are the areas that I like to focus on in my T-zone, my forehead. And of course I had laid edges before, so I don't usually bring it up all the way to my forehead. And then I also bronze, so I feel like that's a little bit unnecessary. So my brush is shedding. I've had this brush since maybe 2011, 2012, and it's a really good brush. I would like to purchase another one. Now we're gonna go in with concealer. And it's also too a little bit light. I just like to leave it in little dots. Okay, I think that's more than enough. And I usually don't use a brush for concealer. I just dab it in with my fingers because I think the warmth of my fingers really helps to get it to spread and blend into my skin. So lighting included. Now we're going to take the base and we're going to use a clean finger. I actually should have brought my makeup wipes out here. Ooh, I'm hungry. I ordered some takeout, so hopefully it will be here soon. And I'm just serving you very rich auntie vibes. We're going to bed. Or, well, no, we're not going to bed with makeup on. But you know what I mean. We have that bedroom vibe. I would be getting ready to go out on a nice date. Or getting ready to go for drinks with my lady friends. Whatever. In this type of makeup look. But I just wanted to give you a little vibe. So, I'll show you the rest of the outfit later on in the video, okay? Beauty blender just to dab it in. It dried down really well. So I don't particularly have a method. Like I've seen on YouTube, everybody has a different method, but I just push the powder with this, using this MAC angled brush in all the sparse areas of my brow because I'm going for a very natural look. I'm not going for a club look. If I was going clubbing, then I would probably just make sure that I perfect the line under the brow and then also on the top of the brow to give it a defined arch and a really strong look. I don't know if you can hear my stomach growling. I'm really hungry. I hope you can. Just very lightly. Okay, that's what we are going with right now. And then afterward, I'm just going to brush it out with a spoolie. is I would like to imagine that I actually had brow hairs. I don't really have any brow hairs. And the hair on my brow is a lot lighter than the hair on the rest of my head. Partially because I dyed, but naturally that's how it looks. Okay. The eyeliner palette, and I'm going to go in with the shade Lituation, and I'm going to use edges and ginger in the crease. This brush that they included in the Jackie Aina palette is actually not my favorite of all brushes, but I'm just using it today just because. And then I'm going to go in with a little smaller brush. This is by Sigma. This is a E39 brush. I'm just going to go in with edges. And as you can see, it's concentrating the color right there. I'm going to stop where my eyebrow arches. And let's go into lituation. I think I'm going to use my finger for this part. Let's just do the other eye. So I'm pressing and also rubbing from left to right. And with this end of the Anastasia brush that came with the palette, I'm just going to highlight a little bit under my brow area. And I'm not going to build this up at all. I want it to be very soft and barely there under my eyebrow area. And put a teensy bit in the corner of my eyes. And see, you can see where any eyeshadow begins and where the other ends. Now we're going to go in with the powder for the rest of my face, and then blush and some mascara, and then that would be it. So I actually don't dip my brush into this part of the powder right here because I have it open. I usually just dip into whatever's hair on the top and use that. And I'm using this MAC brush. I will have to search for it and link it down below. Well, not link it, I don't think things yet, but I'll type it out down below because I can't remember the number on this brush. And I've had it for years, so it's erased itself. I just like to put it all around in the areas and then just lightly brush it out. Okay, I wasn't going to bronze or anything, but I think that I need to, just so we can breathe life back into my face, because it's looking nice but kind of flat. Like I said, it's still a little bit light for my face, but a little bit flat, more flat than I'm used to. And this is a MAC 127 SE. This was a special edition brush. It is stained from using a few of my NARS blushes, but whatever. I loved it because of the two-tone. Just dust away any powder, any excess powder on the face. Okay, so I'm definitely going to bronze, but I'm going to put on a little bit of blush first. So the coral blush. Now when I first saw this blush came free, and I was like, oh my god, this shit is so bright. This is so bright, oh my gosh. But I think it'll work. Now in person, it does have a gold sheen to it. It's like a blush highlighter combo. I'm not certain how I feel about it. I think it's pretty, but in this area it looks like a lot. And then I can also see a little bit of texture on my skin. You can see, so it points that out. But if you don't have as much texture as me, then it should be fine. But you see what I mean? And I'm working on it. I've been trying to stick to a skincare regimen so I can get smoother skin and try to drink more water, but I'm a coffee person. You see? So you can see the coral, but then you also see some gold flecks or like a gold sheen behind it. And bring it up this area in a C shape. It's more than enough. I probably put on too much, but whatever. What can you do? So I'm going to use the Fenty bronzer in Mocha Mami. This is another product that doesn't really show up on my skin, but I use it anyway. I think it does something. It's not exactly what I was going for. It didn't live up to what I saw on other people's videos on my skin, which I was very surprised by that. But I continue to use it because I have it, and it adds a little something, but not what I was looking for. But that's better than nothing in my opinion. But I'm hoping that eventually they come up with a deeper shade. So that's what it looks like. It's a little messy. Now this brush, I was using a different brush before when I first got it, but I recently got this like 2 months ago or something. And it concentrates the powder because of the way that it's shaped and the density of the bristles. Now I just push a little bit into the hairline. Now I did have a Monsieur Big mascara by Lancôme, but I think it's dried out. Yes, so this is old. It's really dry and clumpy, so I won't be using this. But I was not crazy about this mascara when I used it, not at all. And I think I actually just got like a bad batch or something, but I was not crazy about it. So I'm going to use this Maybelline Great Lash Mascara, which is my favorite mascara hands down. I prefer this over a few expensive mascaras that I've tried. So you see the difference between the two eyes without mascara and then with this mascara. So now that we've done the whole face, the last thing that we have left is lips. So this is Hot Nude. I've tried this once and I really didn't like it. But it's really, like I said, at least I was told that it's meant to enhance your lip color. Not work for my skin tone, at least I don't like it. You may like it and want to purchase it and wear it. It looks a little frosty. I'm not into that. Okay, so I can't find my lip liner anyway, but I have this red MAC lipstick in Ruby Woo. It's the retro matte lipstick, but I forgot about these. This is a lash primer. I forgot to show you this. Then I also have a dramatic pencil by Lancôme in the shade, let's look, Ampoule. I think that's the shade. I used it a few times and it's this beautiful purple shimmery color. I won't wear it today, but just mentioning it. And then this is what the lash primer looked like. It looks white in this wand, but it actually dries down pretty clear, and I love the wand. So let's try it with this lipstick and see what it does as a base. No, this is not working at all. It changes the texture of the lipstick. While it is still very smooth, it feels a little bit more oily, and then as you can see, it's leaving a lot of residue on my lipstick. No, I'm not even going to continue. This is horrible. So I do not like that product at all. I'm going to wipe it off and let's do lip gloss instead. Okay. Oh, this smells good. It smells sweet. And it has like little shimmer glitters in it. And this is nice. It's thick. It's just a little bit sticky. Just not sticky, tacky, sticky, whatever. Just a little bit. But I like it. So, finally, if we were going anywhere, I would use this perfume. Now just put the notes on the side. So it's a twist off when you pull it, and then all the perfume is inside. And I love this detail. This is my favorite part of the perfume bottle, this little bow necktie detail. Love that. So if I look at it overall, now that everything has had time to settle into the skin and kind of get to know each other, I really like the way that this all looks. I wish that I had picked a slightly darker foundation color, but I'm not even really mad at this blush. But I will emphasize that if you have textured skin, this might not be the best blush if you want to blur. I think the primer is really nice and lightweight, but it's not going to blur your skin particularly well. It's not going to reduce any lines, the appearance of lines. I have lines under my under eyes if you get close to me, and I also have laugh lines right here, smile lines, whatever you want to call it. I do. The foundation doesn't exactly settle into it, but I can still see it. I think that they should work on making it more resistant to settling in the lines if that's possible, or even do something else with the primer so it forms more of a layer for your foundation to go on and create a smoother base. But it is nice and lightweight. I can't feel the primer at all. And this blush combo does add a nice sheen to the skin, as you can see. So let's turn on and let's look face on. I have some makeup remover by Lancôme. That is what it looks like. I cannot speak French, even though my name is like a French name. So it says just to use it with a cotton pad. So I'm going to do that right now, tonight. It's white. It has a very light powdery smell. You can see the difference between my skin now that this is coming off and the foundation side. And I really like my natural skin tone. It's working pretty well. See, all the makeup is coming off. And I actually have a degree in biology with chemistry. So if I want to, I can look up the ingredients list and go through it and determine like what is good for your face and what is not. And wow, this is doing a great job. And my cotton pad is not, it doesn't feel dry yet. I've started to watch a lot of Haram's videos, and I know that he doesn't really care for the Genifique line very much. I actually haven't taken the time to really go over the ingredients list like I really should. But I have been using it and I like the way that it feels on my skin. I like that it adds another step to my skincare routine, and it just gets me to slow down and relax and think about whatever I want to think about at night. And this puts me in a really good mood. I love the packaging. It feels very high-end, which it is. It's very, Jesus Christ, it's very expensive. During this quarantine, I've really been trying to work on my skin because I don't really have nothing, like anything else to do. I'm stuck at home. And also, I am getting older, so I want to have good skin as I age. And then I also have fibroids. So fibroids can kind of mess with your skin and give you more breakouts, weight gain, all those different kind of things. Yeah. So it's still my skin feels very hydrated, very moist, and as you can see, the light is reflecting off of my skin very well. It feels smooth or whatever. And it really did a good job. So next, we're gonna take off the lips, even though I really don't want to take off the lips. I love it. I love the way it looks. We gotta take it off. So with this bottle, it's very concentrated. One of these can last you a few months, and I just use 1 or 2 pumps to just wash my face. I usually wash my face in the shower and finish up my skincare routine outside of the shower. But I've been using this for a while now, a few months, like maybe 5 months or so. And initially it smells very green, reminds me of grass, the outside, but it's a good scent. I miss getting that initial shock. I don't notice the scent anymore, but I miss it. And usually it suds up a lot more, but I think because I just used a whole lot of that makeup remover, it is reacting with it and it's not getting as foamy as it usually does. So I'm probably gonna wash my face twice. Okay, face feels good. So I'm going to be using the Peach and Lily, the Good Acid Sport Toner. I mentioned this in my first video. I think it was my first video. It exfoliates and it also balances your pH on your skin, whatever, I don't know. But yeah, you can use it in the night or in the daytime. It's supposed to give you the Korean style glass skin, but it didn't really do that for me. But it's a good toner. It's moisturizing. I like the way it feels, and it can also help to remove any makeup or whatever residue you have on your face. But I actually don't use it every day, not like I should, because I found that when I tried to use it every day, it kind of irritated me just a little bit, and I was not into that. But if I use it maybe 2 times a week or 3 times a week, then it's all good. My face is still breaking out from my period. My period ended recently, so that's the last bit of makeup that we have on our face, which is good. Get that out of there. So what do we want to do next? Let's do a little eye cream, and then we'll move on to the Genifique. Now, since I've been using this eye cream, lines in my eyes look a bit better, and then I have raccoon style eyes, and it actually works to lighten. I don't think it's meant to do that, but it is like a side effect that I really welcome. Lightening around my lid area and then my under eye area, because when I'm especially tired or when I'm sick, I think it just makes me look so tired and much older than I actually am. So I'm trying to work on that. And then my mom doesn't have any lines under the eyes, but like I do, but I don't have any crow's feet or anything, thank God. Okay, the star of the show, the Genifique. Just twists off, and I love this dropper. I think it looks so high-end, so luxury. And then, like I said, I am a chemist. Not a chemist per se, I have a bachelor's in biology with chem, but it reminds me of some things that we would do in the lab, both bio and the chem department. So I like that a lot. And then you just squeeze, and it gives you a certain amount of product, and then whatever's left just drizzles down. Whatever, I'm tired and I'm hungry, forgive me. So we put that back, have a little on our hand there, rub it in. I'm gonna go in with this Absolute Night Premium Cream. It's a night cream, as I said before, and that's just how much of it I've used. I love this stuff. I love the way it feels. It's thick, but not too thick. It's like a little bit thicker than the texture of Bum Bum cream, but it feels nice on the skin. And yes, I do put some over the same area where I just put the eye cream, but I spread it out kind of thin just because the area under your eyes, that skin there is really thin, so I don't want to weigh it down because I already do have little lines, so I don't want to increase it by doing so. At least that's my logic. Then, if you want to go on top of it, some nights my skin feels a little like it needs a little bit more work, a little bit more cream than other nights. But tonight it feels fine. But if I wanted to, then I would go in with this Lavito Age Away Replenishing Cream. I wear this all day, all night. I love this stuff. It's like a facial lotion. It's really light. I love the smell. They come in different scents. It works for me. So that is it for the face right now. Feels really good. I am going to show you some other skincare that I have. I will be doing videos on those at some point. Not right now, but at some point. In my cabinet, we have lots of Elemis products, some Neutrogena, some skincare by The Ordinary. I haven't used those as yet. I've used this one, and I think that's niacinamide, and I've also used the vitamin C. But this one, I haven't used this as yet. I have extra products by Algenist, and then some Lotus, some fresh, what is this called? Youth Preserve Rescue Mask. It's like a facial scrub. I love this stuff. I'm almost done with this. And then I also got some Clinique recently. I haven't opened that one as yet. So much stuff in here, guys. And this is my favorite thing of all time. I really want to get the full-size bottle. I love this stuff. It works very well. And then just some Benadryl. I have allergies, so charity pot lotion, lemongrass, body oil, deodorant, pills, whatever. Nothing really that fancy.